Hello there, guys. Today it's just me, Adam. I'm just going to go through previous Minecraft projects. So today we're doing, it's one of the later ones we've done. This is probably one of the last ones we did on vanilla Minecraft. So we'll start off with a castle that it started off with. We were all going to build castles around about this island. This was Screaming Turtle, one of my mates who built this. It was very fancily designed with his trees and his wool, but we only got this far with this. We got like the main building. There's no back to it and half his stuff has escaped. It's going to get dark again. So yeah, his wolves are supposed to be in there. His sense of humour. And yeah, it just goes on like that pretty much. Did that just make a noise? Right, okay. Sounds like Squidward. And he got, I can't remember if it's this side or the other side. So far his living quarters got as far as, oh no, he got his living quarters done. No he didn't. He got little lights. Unless they're Borg, that's not going to really help. So yeah, it's got a lot of, it's got quite far. I was quite impressed with his mad wee struts idea. But he didn't get far with this. So we went through all this. I built a bridge down here. They built a couple of ships, I'll show you them in a second. So the bridge is away down there. They built a wee dock over here. A wee sort of trading dock. Another wee smart thing. All the lights turn off, that's much more impressive at night. You can turn, I think I broke that a while ago actually, that's not going to work anymore. And this wee fishing boat. I think Strewn or Laughing Cookie Jar or whatever it's called now made that. There's my mad wee bridge. I was quite impressed with that when I first made it. It looks like crap now, but still. So back to the ships. Chicken Man 99 made the first wee one. It was okay with his mad wee chicken. That's alright. And so, I can't remember who put signs like that everywhere. Can't remember if it's me or Jamie or Peter. Either way, his living quarters. Not a very big ship, so he'd finished this and he was saying to Jamie and that, oh look at my ship, isn't this amazing? So they had to go and do one better than him and built this. This very big ship. Strewn built the head. Well, Laughing Cookie Jar built the head. It also has an interior. It's got, I don't know, it's probably captain's quarters or something. Steering wheel, which is, not steering wheel, you know what I mean. Which is a painting. The sails were quite good. I like the sails. Made out of wool. Chests everywhere. The head only has the red torches in it. Friggin' redstone lamps, or whatever, not redstone lamps, you know what I mean. Go down! And we've got lower levels with another painting. There's cannons. So yeah, they were saying, no, let's all build ships once we got bored of the castle idea. So I was like, okay. So I built a space shuttle. Much to Jamie's irritation, probably why he left. Quite liked my redstone. That wee jumpy outy bit. And Andrew's memorial. And Peter's memorial. It's not even my birthday. Oh no, wait. Yeah, okay. Hey, that was Andrew had like 50 wolves following me, teleported in here, they all got stuck in the walls. The doors are just the usual mechanism. Just that simple sort of thing. This is not a very exciting design. Or very well designed at all. I was quite impressed with it myself. Sort of cobblestone showing the burnings of the entry. And then Sam made that, Paul went away and made his own thing. It's like, no one come over here. So we did the right thing and went over there. And hang on. We put up signs once we realised this. Please refrain from continuing. Alright, aye, Jay put up the sign. So that was good. As you can tell, I've not played any of these updates since like 1.2 or something because it got out of hand. Since I started building all this. So I think he was planning on a couple of his coming in here with him. What's his mad glitched out bed? Ah! So then he built this, Chickenman99, sorry. He built this. This was a couple of years ago when we should have been studying for exams. Thought it was a better idea to sit and build bases and ships. Let's hang on, get back out of this place. Don't know what's over there. This is like there was a later version I built, but just so much went wrong. I ended up setting fire to those two ships because I got bored one day and sat there waiting for my wee brother to be over there somewhere and fired friggin' fire charges out dispenser. And all that happened there was they went everywhere. Everything was on fire. It was not clever. Hilarious, but not clever. And so we didn't want to take away the trees, so we just built around them. Can't remember why we didn't want to take them down, but still. So everyone got bored, started leaving. This is Andrew's hut. I don't know where the creeper face came from. This is where he kept all his dogs. I don't know if any are still left. Nah. It's very empty. Oh, I can't remember if Jamie was Screaming Turtle was testing something or what, but the creepers spawned up here and they just fell down there, died, and you got stuff. It was basically the achievement with this. Yeah, and I blew it up. Can't remember how I blew it up. I think I ran into it when creepers were spawning. Well, whatever update put in the friggin' nether brick fences was pretty much the last time I played vanilla Minecraft. So I decided I would go build my own thing. So I thought I'd build a spaceship. Obviously it's not down here, but this is a self-loading cannon I had built, and it was brilliant. It worked perfectly. It would just start down there, it would get all lifted up, pushed up, load. Those would push that up, and then it would just fire. That would go back down and it just reload itself whenever you flick the switch. obviously I didn't reload it correctly and the whole thing exploded. Again. There's one of his wolves. This was an earlier design, just a standard cannon. It was too short, so you only got to like over there. This just exploded. I think this was my first attempt at a reloading cannon. I did it backwards and everything just pushed itself away, didn't put any obsidians. The whole pistons were starting to push each other out the way. And it all just exploded. Don't know what they are, probably my wee brother. This was my first attempt at a targeting sort of thing for up in the ship. It was going to be a targeting window. Nothing exciting, just literally that. This was my mate Symbol10, he was building something mental here. This was his prototype, whatever the thing in the sky is, which I'll show you. I'll show you that again as well in a minute. So yeah, that's pretty much all that is. I think he was planning on getting me to incorporate this into the ship. Don't know what it did, so I didn't have much use for it. Well, a massive sorry for the loud noises. Sorry, Peter's not here today. We're going to meet friends tomorrow. So he's just realised at the last minute that he's not packed anything. He's travelling on a 4-hour bus, so he's not packed anything. So he'll be back with us on Monday when we're doing a new recording of another Minecraft project. This is all just them farting about with redstone. So I'll show you the ship. It's from, that's not the ship. That was another. That was a feck off door. That's the achievement there. So yeah, I'll show you the ship. This took me 3 months of work with World Edit. It was so boring because I was doing it by myself. Now and again I get Peter or something to come on, but they would go away and build their own things because I didn't really know what they could do with me. I mean, I had my own vision. So it's the main hull is, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 decks tall, each with space in between for redstone. I'll show you to the bridge first. As this was intended as the original scale for it. This is how wide it was going to be by how long. We thought it was going to be massive just by this. Like, we thought it was going to be massive if it was just that size. It's 2 widths of that shuttle I showed you back down there, with an extra 2 for space between each wing. It was basically going to be from the end of this bridge to the end of the iron. It's going to be the size. I got out of hand and just built a lot of stuff. Hang on, I'll just take these away in. So this is the bridge. This itself took me ages to build. Struan, I think, made the Laughing Cookie Jar, I think made the wee booths. Random command consoles. Can't remember what this was designed to be. Communications or something. And this is the captain's chair with the coming outable table. And the first officer. This was basically helm. That was these were all just random consoles. We had stone brick stairs, as you can see. Turn down the music. This is another thing. This is how it took me so long to build. Each segment of lights turns off individually. Very simple redstone. I would show you it, but I don't know where to dig. take a guess at here. Ah, good guess. So the 4 switches lead up to redstone lamps up here, which then just go on to each and every little redstone lamp. That wasn't so much as difficult with the decorative cobblestone stairs. Ah, I've changed that, I think. Each deck has these lamps. Each deck will have segmented lighting. This was supposed to be tactical. As you can see, I've incorporated the sort of targeting windows. On the outside, these look ridiculous, because all you can see is massive red blobs on the side of my ship. I thought I lighted this up. Lit this up. Right, down in front, you can see the redstone. The redstone leads all the way down there, which we're then going to lead to the automated cannons I was going to build to the sides. Later versions of this ship, I've got so many versions. Some are on separate mods. I'd used things like, can't remember what mod, but whatever had like the red alloy wire. That was much easier to work with. It would go all the way down there. I lost that. I've lost many versions of this. So we go down another deck. I think I missed one. Tactical bridge. No? Alright. Some weird shaped ship. This is us onto the neck of the ship again. It's just a random meeting room for holding meetings. This was a design flaw here. I had a plugin which allowed me to use lifts, so I could go. I could just right click that and go down, and it just told you where you were. Yeah, but I've lost that plugin. Alright, so this is airlock. Nothing exciting at all. So I'll show you the neck. This is the neck with the bridge up top, leading with this was it was to cover up the massive red blobs. Really, just I could have led the redstone through the neck and all that, but I needed a way to cover that up, which it looks worse, but still. So I'll fly back into the airlock. So this is basically, if you're going to go on about things like Star Trek, this would be basically the Jeffries tubes of the ship. You could only go down to certain decks, you couldn't go inside the redstone working areas. Another design flaw. This was completely empty. I think it's always been empty. I've always had ideas for each deck, but I would get carried away building redstone and new decks, because I'd had world edit, so I could extend the length of the ship, so I got carried away building the hangar. And then I lift. And we've reached the bottom of the deck, bottom of the neck. This is my favourite deck. You can see right across the hull. Until you forget to put peaceful mode and all you see is creepers in here and you lose the whole neck of the ship, but still. So the doors are all still, these ones are all still very basic mechanisms. Oh no, these ones use that one. Some of the ones I've used have the redstone leading up, the block sitting there, and then it just leads up and goes round with the OR gates under the carpet, which use a lot of space. Even these ones have been compressed on other decks, but I'm not even going to bother trying to show you every single. I doubt that'll be a very exciting video. I doubt this is exciting in the first place for you. So this should be us in the main body now, the main hull. That's just the lift, so we go through the massive doors. This took me ages. The lamps themselves, to get them to switch on from that side, to switch off from that side and switch on over here. And a compressed mana. Oh look, it's broken. Oh no. And a compressed mana took so long. This was going to be an armory area at one point. Forgot it was going to be an armory area. I've got the Jeffries tubes going through at one part. Oh, it's the deck below. This is the crew living area. No, this was officer living area. Well, except not this room actually, but this is showers and toilets with dispensing toilet paper. That was paper that flicked out in there. Again, lights that turn, lights that are fecked. That's broken. That's very broken. That should turn off, it doesn't. Don't know why, I'm not going to try and fix it now. With sinks. It's the exact same on the opposite side. Marked off with the blue and white squares. Exact same. It's along this side of the hull. Was the quarters. Not very big, not very fancy. But at least you got a good view. You can even see up to the bridge. Up round behind the transport area of the ship, like a lift and all that, you would get to the captain's quarters. So yeah, got wee consoles, which is just glass planes. More glass panes. Lights turned off. More glass panes. He got a double bed, definitely turning off lamps. Chest. Jukebox, all the usual fancy stuff that a captain would need. Don't know why we need a jukebox. Is it? No. I've got holes in the ceiling everywhere. I'd actually filled this room. That's quite annoying how it's not filled anymore. This is the first officer's room. Marked off with gold brick while he's got diamond. I didn't manage to light this whole area because every single bit was going to have its own separate lighting. One of these rooms has furniture in it. I like that. You can see all the wee rooms. Here it is. No, it's not. This was a copy and paste of one of the room I'm looking for. It's just a random officer's room. So that's how far this deck goes, and I'll show you in there in a minute. I'm sorry. Here it's here. So this is an officer's room. You've got your bed, random books, painting, just sort of fancy. And your random storage rooms. This itself is a pain in the ass because you have to manage to turn off these lights without turning off those lights, without turning those lights over there off, and something happening down here. Oh, the door's being slidey. See, it's broken there. If you turn the lights off, it just doesn't work. Yep, storage right along here. And so I just didn't want to try and make more sliding doors along here. It used up too much space. So go back through the doors here, and you've got a viewport leading you down to, which is actually the main body. At one point laid right the way through the ship, I had to cover it up. If I go down a deck, I should arrive at the deck with the hangar. Yeah. So get in here in the mod packs and stuff, I could have, these should have doors, I could have had much better lighting. Like I wouldn't need all these glowstone blocks everywhere. and all these lamps at this side actually turned on. But again, you can see where the shuttle down there came from. I should perfectly line that up with the one already down there. It's just the fencing showing you the covering going down. There's the coverings for those ones. Right, so this is a clean shuttle, one that's not been lobbed through the atmosphere. The doors despawned when I was copying it across. Not much lighting happening. That one's port shut. And again, you can turn the lights off in here. Or you could at one point. Oh no, look, there we go. That's not frame rate lag, that is literally how slow it takes because of all the repeaters. And then you can switch them off in here. So this was another, I can't remember what this was going to be. This was either storage or armory. I think it was more likely to be an armory for the cannons, full of just TNT and all that. This was going to be main engineering. This whole area was hollow, and at one point I had what was basically a warp core from Star Trek, which went right the way down, right the way up there, straight down here, and it was quite impressive, but I lost that. And yeah, these doors took you to what are going to be thrusters. I managed to get all that lit up as well. Is it lit up here? No. And you're in the tube for general maintenance. So yeah, this is pretty much how far we got, well, how far I got with this part of the project, which is probably why my mate stopped playing this one with me, because all I did was spend my time up here. So that's it for this project. I hope you've enjoyed listening to me droning on about a ship that's long gone, and I'll see you next time with Peter as we look at our project of the school we made. Right, see you next time.